All right, if you successfully sent ETH from your Coinbase app to MetaMask, we can continue with this step. Just visit Opensea.io, the NFT marketplace that I chose to use for this tutorial. Still one of the most commonly used marketplaces out there. There are others, but for the purpose of this tutorial, we're gonna move through the whole process on Opensea. You don't actually need to create an account. You can go right into connecting your wallet, clicking the little wallet icon on the top right. Your MetaMask will open automatically. You can choose the account in case you've set up multiple ones and click next, and then give the permission for the connection to view your address and other account details. Once you've clicked connect, that's all you needed to do. You're now connected with your MetaMask wallet on OpenSea. You can click on the little profile icon to see in case you would have any NFTs. Now there within the collected items, all the different NFTs would show up. We want to buy the first NFT. I chose a project called the Sandbox. I chose this one due to the very low price tag here for the purpose again of this tutorial. If you scroll down, you will see all the different NFTs. On the left side, you will have a menu with some filter options. I'm gonna click on the buy now to pick the ones that are not up for auction, as I wanna purchase this one right now. So the pirate here, it's gonna tell me that the 0.0057 ETH are roughly $24. I can then click on the buy now, check the checkbox to confirm I want to go ahead and check out, basically purchase this NFT now. And this is where things get interesting, because even though the NFT only costs around $24, $25, you can see that the estimated gas fees are currently already $171. You have further options depending on how fast you want the transaction to go through on the blockchain. And you even have further options to go into the more advanced settings. You could, for example, here reduce the gas limit you actually want to go for this transaction, to actually go ahead and play around with the costs to maybe lower your costs for the transaction, which I would typically not recommend. Because if you really want to go for purchasing one of the NFTs, you actually want to make sure that your transaction goes through. Even though I manipulated or altered the settings now and have a much lower transaction fee, this is most likely not going to go through. And how this currently works on the Ethereum network is that even though my transaction might not go through at the end, you still end up paying the gas fees. So the worst case scenario, which I'm actually going through right now, is that you end up paying the gas fees, the fees for the transactions, which were, I think, roughly in this case, the $60, $70, but you don't end up getting your NFT. And I wanted to also show you this side of the transaction, because there were many people out there who already lost more money than the money I was willing to now lose just for the purpose of recording this tutorial. Playing around with those gas fee settings on MetaMask can be quite tricky. You actually just always want to go for the highest option. So while this is processing, I'll probably fast forward a little bit to the point where you can actually then see what's going to happen if you go, how Gary Vee would say, cute on gas. Okay? Because if you go cute on gas, you want to save some of the money on the gas fees, you can actually have a way worse turnout at the end. Because as I said and mentioned before, what's going to happen is you're going to see the transaction fail, what you just now saw on the screen. So if we take the transaction and now view this on Etherscan, you will see that the transaction failed. I was out of gas and still ended up paying the transaction fees without now actually owning this little pirate. As you can see now, opening up the MetaMask wallet, you will see that we have much less of the Ethereum than before. We see the failed transaction, and that is due to the transaction not going through currently on the blockchain, but we still end up paying the gas or the transaction fees. That's something you don't want to do.